my first real unboxing video is this one. So I have to be real careful because my camera is precarious on this thing, but it is thick. Like, that's a lot in there already. So, and it tells you a little bit about what this has in it. So it has the game, it has a box with exclusive art by Kevin Eastman. So that was this here. So that is one of two of the original Ninja Turtle creators, for those who don't know. Kevin Eastman and Peter Laird were the original artists and writers for the Ninja Turtle comics. And they eventually split up and did their own thing. For a while, Peter Laird was the only one with the rights to the Turtles, and now Kevin Eastman has some too. So, but this cover was done by Kevin Eastman, which looks pretty good. So I kind of like it. It sort of has that old comic-y feel, but it's not quite the same. So anyway, and then that was the side, which we already looked at. Alright, what else does it say? It says it has an art book. It has a 24x16 cloth poster. I'm probably not going to be able to display that one very, very well on my desk, but a 3D acrylic diorama, a set of 5 middle pins, and 12 translucent plastic Tournament Fighters cards. So that's going to be interesting, because especially with the Tournament Fighters stuff, Tournament Fighters didn't get any kind of merch when it released. There were 3 different versions of it, but there wasn't a whole lot of marketing for it otherwise. So anyway, let's go ahead, and it's ripped a little bit at the bottom already on the plastic, so that's going to make taking the plastic off a lot easier. So there we go. I don't think that was a shipping thing. I think that was just, I have children in the house and they happened to get it and move it around and stuff. So that's what that is. Oh, okay. So this, just so you can see here, so this is a little sleeve that just pops off here. And then we have the box itself again. So like the turtles are very, very slick, but the rest of it is not. Kind of interesting. So anyway, so then we take this part off, I guess. Yeah. Alright, so not for children 12 years or younger. I guess that's because there's some really, really tiny things in here. That's the first time I've seen a warning like that. But, alright. So, oh, look. And it's the actual game, just like you would have gotten if you just ordered it as normal. I guess we can go ahead and just open this up, too. If we can. I have short stubby fingers and practically no fingernails, so a little difficult getting that stuff off. There we go. Alright, so here we are, and then inside, of course, is the box and the game, which I can go ahead and pop that out, and my switch is here already. It's gonna yell at me for popping that out without shutting the game off, but you know, what have you. Alright, and I'll just put this aside so I don't lose it. Okay, I put that in another box I have over to the side, and I have Fire Emblem Warriors over here on the side, just off the screen. just in case we were going to have to do that later if this didn't come in today, but it finally did come in. So now they put a nice little tray here for us to separate everything. And then, okay, so this is the cloth poster, which I believe is going to be too big for me to show off the entire thing. How did they put it in here? Oh, here we go. There we go. Yeah, so we got a little thing there, we can slide it out. Ooh, that feels really nice. So it's very, yeah, it's a cloth poster is what it is. But man, that's very, very well put together. And oh, I see. So this is a different piece of artwork. Cowabunga Collection. There we go. Oh, let's unfold it a little bit. So I'm gonna have to find a place to put this. And here we go. And then we got Donatello over here. And we got Raphael down here at the bottom. And Krang is back there. Along with a whole bunch of stuff that doesn't actually show up in the game. But we got the Eiffel Tower up here. In the corner. I mean, look at that. The Eiffel Tower doesn't even show up in the game. They got the Sphinx, which doesn't show up in the game. There's a what is that? A Mercury or a Saturn capsule. Yeah, all of this stuff doesn't show up in any of the games, but they got it there. The only thing they really got that got accurate was the Statue of Liberty there. So, but yeah, that's pretty cool. I managed to show off that pretty well, despite the fact that I'm limited in real estate there. But that's pretty nice. Okay, and I think these are the pins that they were talking about. So I'm probably not going to open these because I'm going to lose them, but let's see if we can get a good look at those without getting too shiny. Yeah, so actually, so the Turtle Van looks like it's taken straight out of the arcade. You probably can't see that very well, but it's a little bit pixelated, which makes me think that this is taken out of the Ninja Turtle arcade. Now this looks like the generic Technodrome artwork they use in the arcade, and I think they might use it in Turtles in Time also. That's the Turtle Blimp. This one's pixelated too, so it makes me think that it came from one of the games, but I don't know which one. And then these are very obviously from the arcade game also, because this is a very pixelated Shredder. Krang doesn't look quite so pixelated, but that's because he was a much bigger spray. So I don't think I'm going to take those out just yet. Well, they are on a board, so I can take them out, I guess. I'll just keep them pinned to the board. It was nice of them to do that, actually, and give it a little board that they're pinned to, so you don't lose track of them. But yeah, that's pretty nice. So anyway, I'll probably let my significant other there pick one of these to put on her bag. She likes to put pins on her bag. Anyway, alright, I'm gonna gather up the garbaggio I have collected here real quick, and then we will lift this up. So I'm guessing this art book is going to be pretty small, just based on what we got here so far. Okay, alright, so these are the Tournament Fighter cards. Now I remember the Ninja Turtles Tournament Fighter instruction booklet for the SNES had a lot of really good artwork in it. Like it had unique artwork for every character, so this is taking some of that artwork and giving us these little transparent cards. So that's Leo. That's Mikey. Donatello. So in most of them, they're doing like their ultimate. So Donatello's was he just drops a giant dragon on you in the Super Nintendo version. Yeah, that's Raph. Right there. Yeah, okay, and they have the other ones here too. Okay, so Armagon, Asuka, who appeared in no other Ninja Turtles material whatsoever. Chrome Dome. They gave him sort of a weird recoloring in this one. It's like they couldn't decide whether to do the Tournament Fighters version or the cartoon version, so they sort of did neither. Oh, they have one for Karai. I didn't know Karai even had artwork in this game. So there we go. Karai has her own thing there, and so does Rat King. That's interesting. That's artwork that I don't think I've ever seen before. Shredder, obviously, and then there's War, and there's Wingnut. And you can kind of see his little stage in the background there. It's pretty cool. Alright, so those are the cards. So those are an interesting little piece of memorabilia because, you know, the instruction book had a lot of the artwork, but it was covered up by, you know, words and, you know, telling you how to do their special moves and stuff like that. But yeah, I didn't realize that there was official artwork for Karai and Rat King also. So these appear to be the acrylic diorama things. It looks like I'm gonna have to put it together. So let's get some of that ASMR going there. There we go. Okay. Oh yeah, there we go. All right. Yeah. So each one is also individually packed. So this is going to be a lot of plastic to go through. There we go. Okay. So there's Raph. Leo. Pull that off of him there. There we go. What's this? Okay, so this is either the top or the bottom. I can't tell which yet. We'll find out in a minute. That looks like. And then so we got Don and Mikey are on one big thing here with either smoke or trees or something below them. So that's one big sheet there. Okay. And then looks like we got the city. A character in and of itself. Directly behind them there. So what's interesting is this water tower looks a lot like how they did the water towers in the 2003 show. This has a giant scratch on it. Let me see if that buffs out. That's kind of disappointing. Yeah, it's got a big scratch in the middle of it. Alright, well, let's see if we can piece it together anyway. It might not be noticeable when it's all together. A little post-mortem on the diorama situation. So yeah, I had the order correct. What I didn't know was there was film on either side of each of these little stanchions here. So once I took those off, it became a lot more clear what you're supposed to do. So yeah. Okay, and then yeah, the art book. So the art book is kind of on the smallish side. Ooh, it's not even hard copy bound either. It's just paperback. Okay. So, but this is the rest of the box. Then this is the art book. So, Turtles Arcade, Turtles in Time, N for Nintendo. Okay, I see. Tournament Fighters, Turtles in Time, Tournament Fighters, Super Nintendo, Hyperstone Heist, and Tournament Fighters again. Okay, so like let's go to see 112 would be over back here somewhere. 111. Here we go. Okay, so that's some Turtles in Time artwork there. Okay, here we go. So yeah, there we go. So that's the front cover art right there, and then here we go. Mutant Warriors. Okay, so that was its other name. They did eventually use that for an Xbox game later on. But now apparently that was another name for this game, which is interesting. Oh, and then that's the sketch with the other characters in the background there. And so, and then this has Turtles up front. Oh, here we go. Okay, so this gives you the full drawing, as well as kind of, you know, some reference points to them. That's really cool. So yeah, most of these, it's their ultimates that they're unleashing here. I'm not sure what attack this is actually. This is her Dragon Punch type attack there. Chrome Dome and Cry, we've seen that. Yeah, so that's pretty cool. Horned Wingnut. Okay. Yeah, and then April wasn't a playable character in this one, so they had her as like an announcer type person. Huh. They have her kissing one of the turtles. I don't remember that happening actually in this game. I wonder if they're going to show us that later. Some of these are like the character endings. What is that? Cheerleader. Oh, okay. That's right, because they have cheerleaders in the backdrop. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, so there's... Huh. Some interesting little drawings and stuff there. Alright, so I'll look at that a little more later. So that's pretty cool. I wish it was hardbound, but I mean, that's fine for what it is. And then these are really cool. And the poster was cool. And I don't know. I'm not a big pin person, but you like pins and they have pins. So why don't we put this junk to the side for now and rip into this actual game.